Hi, it's Vex, and today we're going to talk about where's my commander? Oh, I found her. She's sneaking around. Yuriko, the Tiger Shadow. This is an oldie but goodie from Commander 2018. And Yuriko to the Tiger Shadow is essentially a ninja commander. And what Yuriko does is, it doesn't even matter what her casting cost is. Let's just read Commander Ninjutsu, very unique. She's the only one that actually has Commander Ninjutsu. Actually, thank God she is. It's a very broken mechanic. And what it does is, let me read it to you. You pay 1 blue, 1 black. Return unblocked attacker you control to owner's hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand or command zone, tapped and attacking. So essentially, what happens is, let's say hypothetically you attack with this guy, and Yuriko's in your command zone. Boom. What you do is, as long as it's unblocked, you ninjutsu her out, and now she is the one tapped and attacking. This card returns to your hand, and that's insane. So essentially, no matter how many times you've cast her, which you've never cast, I've actually never cast her from the commander's command zone. She always costs 1 blue, 1 black to ninjutsu out. So it's kind of like cheating the commander tax. You only pay a blue and a black, return untapped attacker to your hand, and have Yuriko come out tapped and attacking. It's very good. Very few commanders actually cheat the commander tax, like Drevi here. That Drevi cheats a commander tax too. Yuriko cheats a commander tax. It's a very popular commander. So let's read the rest of Yuriko. Whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library. Put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to the card's converted mana cost. So for Yuriko to work, you need 3 components. You need some ninjas or changelings, because it's whenever a ninja, not just her, deals combat damage. You need usually creatures, unblockable creatures are the best, to bounce back to your hand so you can do the ninjutsu, and you need high casting cost cards. So what we have here is we have our tokens, the illusion token, adventure token. We'll get to what generates those, but very little tokens in Yuriko. So let's go through the first component, the ninjas. Remember, Yuriko just has to be on the battlefield. If any ninja connects, it triggers Yuriko's ability. So you don't have to attack with Yuriko, but I always like to attack with Yuriko. So let's go through the first component, the ninjas. Right? So ninjas were introduced in the Kamigawa block with the ninjutsu mechanic. So it's not commander ninjutsu, just regular ninjutsu, which is a simplified commander ninjutsu. Return unblock attacker you control to hand. Put this card into play from your hand, tapped and attacking. So it doesn't have any command zone shenanigans, just your hand. So these are the ninjas we have. Skull Snatcher, very cheap ninjutsu cost. Whenever it deals damage to a player, exile 2 cards from that player's graveyard. So it's just a simple ninja. This one might matter a little if you play against a graveyard heavy deck, but what we're trying to do is just ninjutsu this thing out with our unblocked creature, trigger Yuriko's ability, deal massive damage. Let's get my card straight here. Another ninja. Oh man, pronunciation is so hard. Akiba Gang Shinobi. So, costs 4 ninjutsu. When it deals combat damage to a player, the player discards 2 cards. Very good ninjutsu out. Throat Slitter. Okay, that's a little easier to pronounce. 2 to black, ninjutsu. When it deals combat damage to a player, destroy target non-black creature that player controls. So it has a Doom Blade attached here. Oh, my favorite. Ink Eyes, Servant of Oni. Too bad it wasn't a blue-black card, because I don't have a secondary commander for this deck, because it's very specific to Yuriko. But this is previous ninja commander or rat ninja commander. And what Ink Eyes does is when it deals combat damage to a player, you may put target creature card from your player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It has a little regenerate too. So cost 5. So these are the black ninjas here. Only 4 of them. Now I have the blue ninjas. So they added ninjutsu back in Modern Horizons, which dumped tons of cards into the ninja tribe. So when Miss Syndicate Naga So all ninjutsu is all about dealing combat damage. When you deal combat damage to a player, you get to do an effect. So this one, it creates a copy of itself. So you get more and more ninjas exponentially if you can deal combat damage to players, and more Yuriko triggers. Walker of Secret Ways. When it deals combat damage to a player, just look at that player's hand. Doesn't do anything crazy, but it's still a very cheap ninjutsu cost. And then it also has return target ninja control to its owner's hand. Play this ability only during your turn. So essentially, you can ninjutsu a ninja out. If they try to destroy it, you can return it back and ninjutsu it somewhere else. So it's a pretty cool ability. You can save some ninjas. Moonblade Shinobi. When it deals damage, create that 1/1 illusion. So this is the token we're talking about. Right here. An oldie, but really goodie. Ninja of the Deep Hours. Right here. When it deals damage, draw a card. So it's really cool. Shashikima Student. You may have entered a battlefield as a copy of any creature, except it's a ninja in addition to other creature types. That's very important. Because it's a ninja, in addition, it triggers Yuriko. Very good. Higari, the Still Wind. So it deals combat damage. You search your library for a ninja card, reveal it, put it in your hand. It's the Ninja Tutor. And then target ninja is unblockable this turn. So that's really cool. It helps you push through your ninja damage. So Higari is still cool. Again, it's a legendary. I wonder if they're going to have partner ninjas in Commander Legends, but we'll see. We might be able to get to a black and blue creature to make a secondary commander for this deck. We'll see. Hopefully they can. We don't know. Ingenious Infiltrator. So another new Modern Horizons card. This is very good. Again, this has text whenever a ninja. So it doesn't have whenever itself deals damage. It has whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So this is really cool. So again, this scales with like Yuriko. More ninjas, the more triggers. So this Ingenious Infiltrator and Yuriko are actually part of a cool legacy deck that I kind of want to show off. It's really cool. Fallen Shinobi. So this one, I believe, is the Scourge. Or which one? This one's the Scourge of Modern Horizons Draft. Costs 2 blue-black to ninjutsu. When it deals damage to a player, that player exiles top 2 cards of the library. And to end of turn, you may play those cards without paying their mana cost. So that's insane. You just take their 2 cards and bam, keep playing it. Silent Blade Oni. It's very expensive. I wish it's also legendary, but it's not. It costs 7 and costs 6 ninjas out. So when it deals combat damage to a player, look at that player's hand. You may cast a non-land card in it without paying that card's mana cost. This is insane. So basically these two give you like free spells. Completely amazing to ninjutsu out. All right. So the next component, right? So we have our ninjas here. This plus Yuriko. The next component is unblockable creatures, right? Or evasive creatures. Or an Ornithopter. Very easy to put down on turn 1. You can attack with it on turn 2. You might be able to ninjutsu something out. Ninjutsu Yuriko out. You have the correct colors and mana. Remember, it's you need a black and a blue, so you got to play your lands correct with Yuriko. Ornithopter is very good. Changeling Outcast. Oh, so this is amazing. This is a ninja because it's a changeling, and it can't be blocked. So this is one of your very important cards. You can attack with it, ninjutsu in, or even if you just have Yuriko on the board, you can attack with it and just trigger Yuriko's ability. Extremely important card. Very good. Tormented Soul. Same as Changeling Outcast, except for it's not a Changeling. Makes it a little worse, but can't be blocked. That's the thing we want. Gudul Lurker. Can't be blocked. I've never paid the Megamorph because all I care about is 1 mana can't be blocked. Because what's going to happen is you're going to ninjutsu this back to your hand, and you're going to want to cast it again to either ninjutsu something else or deal some damage. So that's why all the unblockable creatures are very cheaply costed. Mistcloaked Herald, again 1 mana, unblockable. Slithered Blade, it's a slightly better unblockable. It's a 1/2 for 1 instead of just a 1/1 for 1. Slithered Blade, very good. Triton Shorestalker, unblockable for 1. Now this is really cool. Invisible Stalker, hexproof and unblockable. Those are a deadly combination of abilities. Tetsuku, Amazua's Amazuha Fugitive. I know, it's kind of funny. It's not ninja, even though it's Tatsuko Amazuwa, yeah. But it does have, it itself is unblockable because creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. So it itself is unblockable, but it makes all your 1 power, 1 toughness ninjas unblockable too. So very good card. Phantom Ninja. So this is itself is a ninja and unblockable. So that's the only unblockable ninja that exists. Like ninja proper, not changeling ninja. There's Dasagar of the Sea. The most important part is target creature you control cannot be blocked this turn, so it can make your ninjas unblockable. If you could ever get a devotion to 5, then you can attack with Dasa. And you also get the Scry one in your upkeep. Shashkima the Imposter. So what this does is this is kind of like a clone. But when it comes into play, you may choose a creature in play. If you do, Shashkima comes into play as a copy of that creature, except its name is still Shashkima the Imposter. It's still legendary, and it gains return Shashkima the Imposter to its owner's hand and in turn. So what you do is you can copy Yuriko, but still have the name Shashkima. So you can't legend, so you won't legend rule. You have 2 Yurikos, and then you can bounce, so you can play her over and over again or save her. So this creature is not unblockable, but very evasive because Flying Death Touch. Who wants to block a Flying Death Touch creature? Ingenious Infiltrator. Again, it's unblockable. If you need a 2-mana spell, you can transmute. I've never actually transmuted, but you can. Alright, so this is setting the top of your deck, right? So essentially, let me demonstrate real quick here. You have, let's say, the Ingenious Infiltrator attacks. You play a blue and a black. You take Yuriko, return like Infiltrator back to your hand. Attack Yuriko. Yuriko triggers. You're like, oh, let me Mystical Tutor, right? Search for instant sorcery card, reveal that card, and put on top of the card on top of it. Usually this is card disadvantage, but for Yuriko, oh man. So what you can do is you can search for like Dig Through Time or something, right? Let's see if here, Dig Through Time, put it on top, deal 8 to everybody. So that's like 24 damage. Bam. So this helps set top of your deck. It's a very good, important card. And it also lets you tutor for whatever you need, but usually I tutor for a big mana spell. We have Personal Tutor, so it's a sorcery speed. Mystical Tutor, not as good. I don't think they reprinted this. This is in one of the portals. Brainstorm is very good. Lets you take cards from your hand. If you have a big mana card in your hand, put it on top of your deck. Very good. Ponder, next best thing. Limdal's Vault lets you stack your deck. 5 cards at a time, of course. It's very good. So it's kind of like a tutor, but I mean it costs 1 life if you want to do it over and over again. Pretty neat card. Sensei's Divining Top. Again, it's like a Brainstorm without drawing. Lets you stack the top of your deck. Crystal Ball. You can scry 2. More stacking. This is the Counterspell suite here. Of course, you're playing blue. You got to play Counterspell. So I love these Aftermath cards. So how it works is in any zone, except for when you cast it, is that the casting cost is the CMC, converted mana cost, is both the converted mana costs added together. So it's 5, 6, 7. So even though it consigns a 2-mana spell, it's a 7-mana spell when you flip it from the top of your deck. So that's really cool. And it's also, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and then target opponent discards a card. But, I'm usually for the top face, and just to get the Yuriko damage. Again, this is some kind of, these are removal spells, or bounce spells, right? Bounce. Cyclonic Rift, it's not a big mana card. I know, I wish this was on here, but it's still very, you're playing blue, you gotta play Cyclonic Rift. Devastation Tide, you got things to set top of your deck, so you can Miracle if you need to, and it costs mana. I love these Undaunted cards. 6 in a blue, but you never really pay 7 mana. You get a 1 mana discount for each opponent. So you got 3 opponents, it's 3 in a blue, so 4 mana. And it's got the return all non-land permanents to its owner's hand. Damnation, sometimes you need just a cheap Wrath, and this is a cheap Wrath. Another piece of removal, Murderous Rider. This is a pet card of mine. I added it because I just love this art here, and that's why I have the second adventure token right here. I just love the art. It's a fun card to have. Merge Cut, again, Delve cards are really good for the Yuriko deck. 4 and a black, but I never play 4 and a black, so pay 1 black, Delve, destroy target creature. Never to Return, this 7 CMC, but 1 black, destroy target creature, Planeswalker. Another Undaunted card. Curtain's Call. Again, you got 3 opponents. This becomes 2 and a black. Destroy two target creatures. Decree of Pain. So another way to cheat mana cost, we have a little cycling here. It costs 8, but you cycle it for 5. All creatures gets -2/-2, but if you actually pay the real mana cost, which is a lot. Destroy creatures that can be generated and draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. So very good. In Garrick's Wake. So 9 mana spell. Sometimes I mostly flip it to do the damage. I rarely cast it, but you can cast it. Destroy all creatures you don't control and all planeswalkers you don't control. So it's like a plague win for creatures and planeswalkers. Very good. Another way to get low mana costs but high CMC is these hybrid cards. 2 black hybrid 3 times. So the CMC is actually 6, but you can pay black to search your library for a card with the convert mana cost equal to the number of lands you control. So that's really cool to get a 3 mana card to have CMC 6. As you notice, the theme of the deck, we're trying to cheat on CMC, have low casting costs, but high CMC, so we deal lots of damage with Yuriko. Discovery. Dispersal. Again, a split card lets you play this half or this half. Very good. Oh, we have new Zendikar Rising cards. So this is amazing. This could probably just go in your land slot. So you have, let me put this down here. You have Seagate Restoration. Costs 4, blue. Draw cards equals the number of cards in your hand. +1. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. There's only one other card. I think Predators. It's a green card. Something. I forgot exactly what it's called. But it's really cool that it has that text. But what's important is this is actually a land, Seagate Reborn. So most of the time you can play it as a land, come to play tapped, or pay 3 life, come play untapped. But for Yuriko triggers, it's a land that does 7 damage to each opponent. So that's fantastic. I mean, it's an unintended consequence of making a land have 7 CMC. So that's pretty neat. And then we have Dig Through Time, another Delve card. Never really pay 8. We always Delve. Treasure Cruise, same thing. You deal 8 damage. I've done this so many times. My playgroup hates it when I just, flip a Treasure Cruise, deal 24 total damage. This is sweet. So extra turn spells, Temporal Mastery, but if you miracle it, costs 2, but 7 CMC. Another Delve spell, Temple Trespass. This costs 11. I've done this before. Oh, man, this is the highest CMC card in your deck. 8, 9, 10, 11. Bam, take an extra turn, exile Temple Trespass. Of course, you want to protect Yuriko, with some artifacts, some utility artifacts, Lightning Greaves, Swift of Boots. And then you want to help make things unblockable. Cover of Darkness helps with that. When Cover of Darkness comes into play, choose a creature type. Ninja, of course. Creatures of the chosen type have fear. It can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures. So very good to make your ninjas proper unblockable, not just your unblockable creatures. Smoke Shroud. So it's made specifically for ninjas, an enchantment from Modern Horizons. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has flying, so it gives a little evasion. When a ninja enters a battlefield under your control, you may return Smoke Shroud from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to that creature. So it's kind of like a weird equipment from your graveyard for ninja. Arcane Adaptation. So this, when it enters a battlefield, choose creature type. So this allows for all of your creatures to become ninjas to trigger Yuriko's triggered ability. That was really good. Again, you're not playing green. Wayfarer's Bauble. But look, not just a regular one, a foil one. Sorry, Mitch. Got your Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Demir Signet, Mind Stone, Talisman of Dominance. So you got your non-land ramp because you're not playing green. So you got your 2-color lands, Command Tower. We have a brand new land from Zendikar Rising, Clearwater Pathway, or Murkwater Pathway. So it's one or the other. So it's really cool here. And then you have your standard blue-black dual lands, water grave, morphic pool, fetid pools. So a bunch of these. Creeping tar pit, some more. Unblockable cards, even in your land slot. Some fetch lands. You can get Mystic Sanctuary, Polluted Delta. You get some Fable Passes, Prismatic Vista, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse. Again, the reason why we have all these dual lands and fetch lands is Yuriko's ninjutsu ability costs blue-black. And a lot of your spells are 1 CMC spells that cost a very specific color. Like 1 blue right here or 1 black. So we really need to get the correct colors at the correct time. Because like sometimes a 2-color deck you could pay, it's got a lot of generic mana symbols, but this deck doesn't. So you got to be correct colors at the correct time. We have our Evasive Fairy Conclave, flying creature. Hallowmore Depths, let's set the top card of your library. Mystic Sanctuary, again, it's got 2 purposes. We're playing a very blue deck. If you get 3 islands, you can set top card from graveyard to your top of your library. You can do lots of damage. I think we only have Polluted Delta to fetch it out at instant speed for your Yuriko trigger. So this deck is a mana-hungry deck. It does play big CMC cards, and you do want to cast them sometimes, so Age of Tomb helps. Rogue's Passage is good to make things unblockable. Again, some islands, some swamp. This has more islands and swamps, so it's more biased towards blue because of the more blue unblockable creatures, because that's blue's wheelhouse. Oh, I forgot my Ingenious Infiltrator right there. So, ooh, Yuriko's hiding from me. So that's the deck. It's really cool. I know I really enjoy the deck. It's one of my favorite decks, just the way it plays. Ninjutsu's out. You know, kind of pings them with their unblockable creature and then does massive damage with the Yuriko trigger. And ninjas are always fun. So, and I really love the new Zendikar Rising card right there, Seagate Restoration. It's a land that has 7 CMC. It's insane, insane damage. So, I'm going to shuffle my deck up and then do a sample hand. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. So let's see what we get, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. Let's see what we get here. We got Rogue's Passage, Island, Swamp Island. So 4 lands. Okay, that's enough lands. Colorless lands, I usually save those for last. So we got both our colors. It's great. Bunch of 2-drops. Yuriko's a 2-drop, kind of. I forgot to tell you, if you actually play a 1-drop unblockable and attack and ninjutsu Yuriko out, you would actually have 8 cards by the end of the turn, have to discard unless you have an Ornithopter. So sometimes I do that. It's worth it because, you know, why not? It's fun. Sometimes I won't. In this case, I don't have a 1-drop, so I can't really do that. So let's start turn. Terramorphic Expanse. Okay, well, that's a good one. And then I guess we want to balance our black and blue for now. And we'll just search for a swamp. This is turn 1. Right there, search for a swamp. Do a quick shuffle. Bam, bam, bam. All right, it's turn 2. Turn 2 is when the fun begins, right? All right, Crystal Bar, let's just scry. All right, we'll save that. So we want to play an evasive creature. Let's see here. I think I like Baleful Strix. Even though it gives us a card and we might have to discard, it's always worth playing. So Baleful Strix here. Right there. ATB, draw a card. Boom. Another ninjutsu. Okiba, Gang, Shinobi. Can't play that next turn. So we have our lands, our crystal ball, our ninjas. All right, let's go here. Turn 3. It's a little slow for Yuriko. Bam, Shashima, the Imposter. Okay, can't play that. So let's just play our island here. So what should we do? Let's just let's do it. I mean, we came here to do some ninjutsuing. So what we'll do is attack the person who can't block the Baleful Strix, or doesn't want to block. We'll pay to ninjutsu Yuriko out. Return Baleful Strix back to her hand. Deal 1 damage to the opponent. Reveal top card. Oh, land 0 damage. That happens with Yuriko. Oh, we should have waited to play our island. We could have played Creep Tar Pit instead. So now we have 9 cards. We got discard. Let's see what we want to discard. You know, it's Smoke Shroud, because, you know, when a ninja enters the battlefield in your control, you may return Smoke Shroud from the graveyard to the battlefield. So we definitely want to use that ability from the graveyard, not our hand. Use it free. Let's see here. Creep Target's really slow. We're not going to play it for many turns. So I'm just going to discard that one. All right. Next turn. Turn 4. Draw a card. Cyclonic Rift. Ooh, that's a good card. Play our Swamp here. Okay, so we could play Crystal Ball, but I think it's better just to play our Baleful Strix here. Draw a card, land. Okay, and then we'll just attack Yuriko with somebody that probably can't block. Let's say they can't block. Right, we trigger Yuriko again. Boom, Arcane Signet. Deal some damage. All right, deal 2 damage to everybody. Still 6 damage, still a lot of damage from one trigger of Yuriko. What we can do is play Skull Snatcher proper here. Play that out for 2 mana. No ninjutsu, unfortunately. All right, next turn. Oh, do we have 8? We only have 7 cards. Perfect. Next turn, turn 5. Oh, Ink Eyes. Oh, that's sweet. Hypothetically, let's say we don't have any creatures in the yard, so we can't play Ink Eyes. So let's play our land here. See what we can do. We can make another Yuriko here. That'd be sweet. Remember, Yuriko can ninjutsu from hand too. So what you could do is, let's see, Ink Eyes takes off all 5 of our mana. Oh, this is good. Akiba. I'm probably saying it wrong. Akiba gains Shinobi. We can play Arcane Signet and ninjutsu that out this turn. So let's do that. Let's play our Arcane Signet here. Boom. Hypothetically, let's say we're going to attack with these guys. Let's say they have blockers. We can't ninjutsu. We're going to attack with this Baleful Strix here. But instead, we're going to ninjutsu out Akiba Gang Shinobi. Tapped and attacking. So we're going to pay our 4 mana here. Arcane Signet here, right there. Boom. The ninja deals damage. 3 damage. But Yuriko will trigger because this is a ninja. And then it'll trigger itself, and so that player got to discard 2 cards. Pretty cool. Murderous Rider, that's 3 damage. Everybody 9 damage. That's still good. 9 damage is a lot of damage. So you draw a card. That's our hand now. Next turn, so we have these 3 ninjas. Bam. Turn 6. Draw a card. Ponder. Ooh, Ponder. Ponder sounds sweet. So what you can do is play Ponder. Let's Ponder. I know, not all, you play it in Legacy. Okay, this Ponder sucks, so we are going to shuffle. We don't want any of those cards. We want. I mean, we came here to do damage, right? We need to come here to draw lands. All right, so draw a random card off Ponder, a land, of course. Let's see. What we could do is, let's say they have a blocker. Player has a blocker. What we could do is, Cyclonic Rift 1 blocker away, and then Murderous Rider, another blocker out of there. So let's let Murderous Rider go on an adventure. Bam. Right? You don't have to do Cyclonic Rift for its full form. You can do Baby Rift. Still good. So we took 2 blockers out of the way. Now we can attack with all 3 of our dudes. Boom. Right? We can trigger Yuriko 3 times. And then trigger the Akiba Gang once. They got a discard card. Trigger the Skull Snatcher once. They exile 2 cards from the graveyard. Probably the 2 cards that you destroyed. Or the 1 card you destroyed. Maybe another card. And Yuriko trigger. So we got 5 triggers total. 3 Yuriko triggers and 1 of each. So, bam. That's good Yuriko trigger. Consigned to Oblivion. That's 7 damage. 3 ways. Treasure Cruise. Oh my god. That's 15 damage, 3 ways. And Curtain's Call, that is 21 damage, 3 ways. That's crazy, right? We just dealt 63 damage, not including the damage here. 63 damage from Yuriko triggers. That's a lot of damage. Considering your opponent started at 120 collective life, you just took half of it in one swing. That's how the deck works. It is pretty neat. I love this deck. Again, it's one of my favorite decks. And I love the new lands from Zendikar Rising. I might try out other ones. It's really cool. So my question to you is, what do you guys think of this commander tax cheating? Right? You got Yuriko here. You got Derevi here. Derevi's ability is put Derevi onto a battlefield from the command zone. Pay 1 green, white, blue. So you pay Derevi's original 3 CMC, and then you pay 4 mana every time you want Derevi the second, third, or fourth time. I know this is getting into very dangerous territory when you just can completely cheat commander attacks and not even care about it. You play commander over and over again. I know for some players it's very frustrating because you're just like, I can't kill the commander because it comes back over and over again. I just can't give it any commander text. So just want to know what your comments on there. Leave your answers in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed being sneaky and dealing tons of damage with Yuriko, definitely give the video a thumbs up. Smash the subscribe button. Help support me make more deck techs, and like just have fun. This is just so much fun doing these deck techs. I love it. Definitely hit the subscribe button. Support me. And as always, have a wonderful day.